Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys a bonus episode of City Skylines. Yes folks, we're getting another one this week. I did miss some the week before, and I felt kind of bad about that, so we're going to make it up to you guys today. Now, what we're going to be doing, and if this looks a little bit different, it is because it's completely different. We've added a new little interchange over here, so what's going to happen? I've been talking, and I've done tons of talking about getting rid of this industrial section and eventually growing this into neighborhoods. And we're going to start that process today because this has gotten messy. This little cargo hub here, it's just traffic's backed up. It doesn't look good. They're backed up here. I would rather divert our industrial traffic away from our residential traffic. So we're going to eventually move most of this over here. We're going to start out by moving this bad boy. This is the cargo train terminal, which is going to get moved down to here, which I need to see how I need to do the tracks. See, trains. Here we go. Our terminal is going to set... Can I set it along the road? You know what? We're going to set it along the road, and we're going to make another road that goes out. It's actually going to have to go on this side because that's a pretty aggressive turn by the train. I'm trying to see how we want to do this. So we'll probably have to make it actually go underground, too. Yeah, let's see if we can do this. So we're going to start here. Let's go ahead and get a curve here going for the train. Can it connect like this? Oh, it can. Okay, that's good. Problem is, it's going to need to go under the highway here, so we're going to go out. Let's keep this straight. Can we do a curve underground? Is that a thing? I think it is. Okay. No, down, not up. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's keep it going like this, and we're going to curve out. And eventually, we're going to spit up over here. Can we spit up like that? Is that okay? Okay, that is good. We're probably not going to use much of this area over here, so I'm not really sure what we're going to do with it. So I'm not really... I would be bothered by this train coming up like this, kind of in the... out of the center here, but I think it's okay. It's really close to the highway, so that's going to flow out. So we have our cargo terminal or cargo hub. I keep calling them... I get them all mixed up. I keep saying... like cargo hub, which realistically this is, the hub should be over here, which we're actually going to upgrade that because this is just a harbor. So, okay, we've got that flowing. So it is time to go ahead, we're going to demolish this one here. Now this is going to create a bit of probably a chain reaction because now we're not immediately getting our goods out here. They're going to have to start getting out of the city. So say goodbye to this. There we go. Yes, I understand everybody is extremely unhappy about that. That is my bad. But we have a new one over here that you guys can go ahead and start using. And this is probably our first industrial vehicles showing up right now. Yeah, we're going to get to see how this all works. And what is it? It's getting dark again. Now, one thing I want to change real quick. I don't want to force everybody onto that road because it's going to be backlogged. So I'm going to create an additional one-way right here. So you do not have to go to this road. You won't get stuck. I mean, traffic might be backed up out to here, but we'll see how bad it truly gets. And we're going to start creating actual roads here, 4 lanes. So this is going to be fairly heavy industrial areas. And it's dark, and I don't like building at night, but I can build some roads real quick, and we'll fast forward time. All right, as you can see, the busy ants are moving right now. This is actually really pretty good looking. What's happening here? We've got a one-way that goes around the whole section here. That way, these intersections will never be interrupted. It's going to be a constant flow of traffic around, and you've got one-ways going, spitting you out to the back side of this. So you don't have any lights. There's going to be a constant flow of traffic, no stopping. Not unless, of course, the cargo terminal gets overloaded, but I think we're actually going to be pretty good there. So we're going to go ahead and open up these lanes here. Actually, we're going to need to run electricity across this, I believe. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the center here. I might do one of those statues for industrial and just try to make this area overall look a little bit cleaner. So we're going to allow them to start moving in over here, which that's working good. And we need to move these to these sewage treatment plants. And yes, I understand we're running into a little bit of issues here. You need to start shipping your goods. We're going to actually dezone these real quick. We've got an area here. Let's dezone this. Now, this is going to have to be a very careful process because you don't want to overwhelm it and then just lose a ton of money like really quick, because that can happen and that would be really bad. We're still in the green right now. We're making plus 22,000. So that's good there. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's begin this process too. You are getting moved. Probably move them further down, maybe about to here. Actually, they're going to need electricity, so we probably will start them about like this. Let's go ahead and move these two down here. Do I want to run an extra line? Do I want to just connect directly? Maybe we'll just do this. This will probably be, I don't know if it's efficient, but it works. So let's do this, and we're going to run, I need a line over here. There we go. All right, so those are hooked back up. So we're going to continue to transfer power over this way. Industrial's already starting to pop up over here, which is good. And, oh, yes, I know we're running into a little bit of sewage problems. Maybe we should do a kind of a gradual moving of these. I'm just looking at it right now, and it just seems like, all right, this is going to be, it's going to be like a timed thing where you don't want to do them all at once. That way it doesn't affect the city too bad. Alright, so what needs to happen next? We need to go ahead and give these people some sort of fire protection, so we can move that on the street by the cargo harbor, or by the terminal. I keep saying harbor, terminal, they're still just getting mixed up in my head, and I have no reason or no clue why. So let's go ahead and got a police station and fire station over here. They're going to need a trash service on this side. So let's go ahead and give them, do I want to give them the big recycling center? Let's just go and give them a smaller one. And we're going to stick it, let's see, they need to be able to get around, so probably about right here on this corner. There we go. So that's going there. So those services are starting to pop up here. I'm going to be curious as to what type of industrial we get here. We probably need to district this out too, so let's go ahead, highlight this. We can probably connect this into the district over here, which we don't have named. And let's see, Hickory Square. Nope, that does not work. We need, it might be Industrial Lane Jr. Maybe we'll do that. But yeah, we're going to get these out. We've sectioned off this, so this is gone. And no, I can't delete roads here yet. We're going to do another section here in a second. Like I said, I'm timing this out. That way we don't get hit with this all of a sudden loss of money and put ourselves in the red. We do not want to do that at all. So we're going to wait a second for the next section. And we're going to let them continue to build over here. Okay, so I'm watching, we've got a really big backlog of traffic, and what's happening here is they're still transferring goods from this side over to the ways to get out of the city here. So this will gradually get better as we remove our industrial areas over here, which that process is still going on. We're going to create another section of residential here. We have a little bit of demand for workers on this side, and we've got obviously a demand for residential. And oh, really? I'm never good at doing this sometimes. Sometimes I need to pay more attention to the squares opposed to just laying down roads. I have a bad habit of doing that. I do understand that. Let's see, let's do that. We've been keeping actually a little gap because we're trying to keep this neighborhood actually small. So let's go and allow these sections to be opened here. Water needs to be run out, so let's go from here over to, really, here to here. There we go. So that's going to open up some more residential, which we have a demand. Our industrial demand is going down rapidly. But we have this really bad transfer of power right now. You can see they're all trying to get their goods out and get it across the street. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a waiting game here as this transfer happens. I really wish, and it really wasn't my fault. I mean, as far as I couldn't buy the land, I wish I would have done this sooner. It just would have worked out a little bit cleaner, but we're gonna continue to work at this. But anyways, I want to point out another thing from last episode. I had a major fail. We did our new education center over here, and this little pool, or canal they call it, it was off by one block on the bottom, and I noticed it while I was editing the video, and I felt absolutely embarrassed when I saw it. I was like, for somebody like me that kind of has some OCD about certain things, I was like, how did I miss that? I have no clue. But anyways, that is corrected just for anybody else that noticed that. But anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to fast forward time here. I'm still letting this transfer happen. Okay, we've had a sharp influx in the need for residential, which is kind of odd. We're losing some population off our latest couple moves to try to get some of the industrial areas out, but we're having a heavy influx of need for residential areas, which is a little strange. I think we're finally going to start placing some Normally cities, like the main part or the middles, I like to keep as offices, and we can kind of surround it a bit with residential. And there's a deaf problem up there again. There's a couple bodies that we need to clean out. But yeah, we're gonna start putting some more residential on the back side, because I don't know how much longer this city's gonna be. I want to make it wider. We'll see how much more it carries out though. So we've got that. There's actually, yeah, there's pretty much water already over here. So let's go ahead and give them some dense residential here. This is still a really good option, a really good place to move because of the amount of parks, the expo center that is in here, which is good. We're starting to, our weekly income still hovering right around 15. We did take that hit with the industrial going, so we're still trying to transfer there. I'm being very, very careful about that. Let's see, is there any other unique buildings that we could build? What are these? Statue of Wealth. I don't know if we've quite reached that status yet. Let's see, what else do we have? We have there's a tax office I've been meaning to use. It requires, we can get like a fusion power plant, which I think a fusion power plant is clean energy. I'm not 100% sure, but I just think the building looks cool. And this is like one of those old buildings that's like right in the middle of a big city. Let's see, where would this would probably be more appropriate in this area. Maybe on the other side here. Maybe we can stick the tax office right here. Which way is it aiming is the question. If we were to stick it right here, that leaves a block gap, but I think it fits flush over here. And there we go. And there is some sort of def. I need to look at traffic patterns on the other side. There's a def problem over there again. It seems like at certain times of day, people decide to die, and then we can't get people efficiently over there. So I'm gonna go check that out. But yeah, here's our new tax office. This whole little district actually looks pretty good. I really still want to decorate through this area, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. If I'm just going to maybe stack some trees. I'm looking for long trees maybe to put along the sidewalk, because I'm not going to allow any more buildings in here. I want to keep it kind of empty in this one area. All right, what we're doing here, I need to make more incentive for them to move on this side, so we're going to actually check a couple policies here. It's going to be the industrial space planning. We're going to allow that. That overlooks some safety policies, but I think this will be okay. Let's see. What else do we need here? What would help them? High-tech housing, big business benefactor, double their sales. Actually, you know, that we need to do that in the city. It's a little bit more upkeep, but I think that'll be worth it. Other than that, okay, well, we've got that policy in place. I need to rename this, by the way, but I'm trying to get them to move over to this side. It seems like they're a little reluctant. We just X'd off this area in zoning, and which we got one lone wolf here that doesn't want to leave. There we go. So it's getting smaller, but we're taking the hits as we go, so we're still working on that. Here's another landfill that I can get rid of. Yeah, it's just them trying to move their goods out right now. It's still really, really hectic. I'm just trying to balance this. So you'll see me, what I'm doing, I'm adding sections to downtown to kind of replace some of our revenue as we lose it off industrial here. And I'm trying to make them move over to this side. They don't want to do it right now. And let's see, we're going to open up a couple more zones on this side. Preferably, no, we don't want to do it right by the street. Something like that. So I don't want to put them right on the harbor. We can put them right here. And I still want to put that hub in, but I don't think it's quite necessary yet. So let's see, what are we doing? We're working over here. Traffic's still kind of a nightmare, but we'll see once that gets moving. Our def problem's definitely, we got a couple left, but it was lit up over here in the corner earlier. So we've got that moving. We got our new industrial areas, or not industrial, our new residential areas. And all demand's kind of gone flatline, except for we have a demand for medium commercial. And, I guess I could give him some more commercial zoning here on the backside, or could eventually create some more. Maybe we should do some right around the expo center. That seems like that would be a fairly good place for them to move into. So let's extend here. It rains a lot. I need to check, I don't know which type of environment I'm in, but it does rain a lot at this city. Let's see. Got that. Let's go ahead and extend waters out this way, and then this is going to be where the gridding stops. Everything beyond this, which realistically it's a wind farm, we're going to have to kind of play around with, kind of like what we did over there on the education centers. But yeah, I don't need low density commercial. It'd have to be high density because I'm not going to allow low density on this side. I might check the other side and see if there's something we can add, but let's open up these lanes real quick and let's check over here. Yeah, there's not much we can do here, and I think it's called Crescent Park, but we'll see. We're actually getting quite a few nightclubs. I haven't messed with this area in quite a while. It's been a lot of episodes ago. We might have to start playing around in here, but we're leveled off again at about 10,000 weekly income, so we're probably about to axe off another section of industrial here. Alright, it is time to axe off another section of industrial. I'm trying to think where I want to do it. What we might do, I do have these farms out here, and I don't mind them being there, so they will go last if they go. We might actually build on to that part. I'm not 100% sure, but what we are going to do, and this is going to tick off some more of our industrial areas, but I really don't care. So let's go about to, let's say here. That should work. There goes all that revenue. Say goodbye to that, but this is going to be for the better. I know this looks bad because we're losing population and we're just we're backtracking a bit, but in the long run, this is going to, I feel like this is going to be a positive. I mean, overall, the city, land values are going to go up, health is going to go up on this side, and we can just really start to play with this side. We can really start to build some more neighborhoods, some more specialized buildings, and get rid of this crummy looking section here, because this is prime real estate. I mean, I would love to be on the side of a river. I mean, you're not exactly going to have the best view when it comes to the industrial on the other side, but it's definitely better. Definitely. So, we're going to continue to do this. We just took another big hit in our revenue, but thankfully we've got quite a bit of money in the bank at the moment, so just got to be careful with the spending. Let's go ahead, fast forward here, and we'll see what swaps around. Man, this is already looking so much better right now. You can see the green grass is starting to come back, which is really astounding. That was pretty quick. So our next zone, I think, is not going to be here because there's a lot of recycling plants here. We're going to move those, but I think it's going to be closer to the road here, probably from here to here, which are still replacing. So here we go. Let's go ahead and hit this zone. Is gone. And look at the traffic. It's so much better over here. Now, we're still having backups on the highway. They are still trying to move their goods out. So I'm going to probably have to do a little bit of traffic adjusting still. But I think once this is free and clear, this should help with most of the problems. Oh, we got another landfill we can destroy here. Let's go ahead and take that out. I don't know why you're happy. You guys are next. I mean, you're done with. We can start moving around these firehouses. Well, it says we don't have much protection here, but we really don't need it. We might not actually even need the firehouse. We'll keep it here for a second until we get rid of the area, and then we'll probably delete that. And then I don't know what we're going to do with the road structure here. We're going to completely restructure it somehow, because this wavy pattern's just not working for me. So we'll see what we're going to do there. But yeah, overall, this is starting to look so much better. It's a little bit more organized. Over here at Hickory Square, which, by the way, that doesn't have to stay. If you guys have any other names for that, please comment below. We'll name it something different. As you can see, it's still a traffic nightmare, but it's those goods. It's those industrial goods that are still coming back and forth. So we'll see what we're going to do here. We might have to do even more adjusting. We'll have to see, because really the stop up is right in here, but the part of it is because of this coming in and out. So we'll see what we're going to do there. But anyways, folks, that's probably going to about wrap it up for today's episode. We've accomplished quite a bit today. Hopefully you enjoyed this little extra episode of City Skylines. We will return to this next week. I might do a little work in between, especially with some traffic. That way we don't spend all of our time dealing with traffic opposed to actually building. Because building is like the best part. Dealing with traffic isn't always fun. But anyways, folks, if you'd like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. And we will see you guys next time on City Skylines. Thank you.